Hi, I'm Lisa Leiter. In Chicago Business Today, Ventas. Chicago-based Ventas announced a nearly $6 billion deal yesterday that will create the nation's largest healthcare real estate investment trust. Ventas is buying nationwide health properties in an all-stock deal that will solidify Ventas' position as a leading owner of senior housing communities. This is the latest in a string of deals for Ventas Chief Executive Deborah Cafaro. Eddie Babe spoke with her and joined me to talk more about the growth of this Chicago company. So Eddie, what does this nationwide deal give to Ventas?
It gives them more size and scale. They had also gotten to the point where, because of the acquisitions they had taken on just recently, how were they going to push the needle, as one investor put it? They needed to do bigger deals and more deals to get that growth. They're not going to grow organically, and they really see this as an opportunity right now in this market with how fragmented the market is, the changes in healthcare, and what's out there to be had. They really believe that this is a time when this market will get much less fragmented, and that healthcare REITs are in great position to grow and grow substantially. So that's what they're basically getting here.
They've been doing deals, just not of this size, and there's been a lot of M&A activity in this space. Just in December, you had HCP, which is the largest U.S. healthcare REIT, doing a $6 billion deal with Manor Care.
Right.
Are we going to see more deals in general in this space?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, because this deal actually puts them ahead of HCP. I think you're going to see perhaps the leapfrogging will continue. Ventas would like to hold on to that mantle, but as you say, as it's going, who knows? One analyst said to me, this isn't what you'd sort of expect, where it's a highly leveraged or perhaps a private owner selling. Here you had, as this analyst put it, two public REITs that are both fairly low leveraged firms for the industry standard, and both actually were really strong performers throughout the recession. So in his estimation, you had two really good companies coming together here, and I think that is just an indication of how much activity there's going to be.
You spoke with the chief executives of both companies today. What are they saying in terms of more deals to come?
One thing NHP has is a pipeline, where an agreement with a developer to do more and sell to them on West Coast properties, get them in there at a lower basis. And they also believe that the two firms together can do more acquisitions. And because it was an all-stock deal, Ventas didn't have to dip into its credit line that it has. It didn't have to dig new borrowing, obviously. So they really believe that while this was a very sizable deal, it still leaves them primed to do more.
Ventas was one of the best performing stocks on the S&P 500 in the last decade. I think the best performing financial stock. What a turnaround story for Debbie Cafaro. I mean, she took a company essentially that was on the brink of bankruptcy and really turned it around. What does this say about her?
Well, it is a remarkable story, because when that occurred, it was 1999, which you're looking at, that was just 12 years ago. So she really had to gut it out in the early years and get through. She talks about, or has talked about at times, she wouldn't sell from lenders and others and investors pressuring her to sell what she thought were going to be the key growth assets, and she wouldn't do that. So she held firm, sort of righted the ship. She got to the point a few years ago where the credit rating got back to close to investment grade, and she firmly believes, and I think others too now, that they're in position to be a leader as this industry consolidates and as the big get bigger. She thinks they're right there, and I think a lot of people with this deal in particular are really sold now.
Okay, Eddie, thanks so much. Great story. We'll be watching this company.
Thanks.
And that's this edition of Chicago Business Today. For more on this story, be sure to check out chicagobusiness.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.